when Mike Tyson goes crazy. He even hits the referee and security guards. This was Tyson's craziest fight. Not only did he foul multiple times during the match, but he also caused a huge brawl in the ring. The match was called to a halt because of him, but Tyson still wanted to continue attacking his opponent. Even the referee and security guards who came to break up the fight were not spared, and were threatened by Tyson's heavy punches. The incident occurred on June 28, 1997, during a boxing showdown. What happened in the match truly exceeded people's imagination. First, let's look at the two contestants in the match. The one entering the ring is Mike Tyson. In fact, Tyson was already in his brutal form after being released from prison. Ever since he was imprisoned, Tyson's boxing style has changed significantly. During matches, he would often get carried away and throw punches wildly, even when the bell rang. He repeatedly continued to illegally attack his opponent. And in this match, he would once again face his old rival, Evander Holyfield. In the previous match against Tyson, Holyfield had won the first fight, and in this rematch, Tyson was determined to get revenge. But perhaps the desire for revenge was too strong, causing Tyson in this match to completely lose his mind. Not only did he hit the referee, but he also made a crazy move that went down in history. Let's enter the first round. Let's take a look at this crazy battle. Right at the start, Tyson first threw a jab with his lead hand. As for Holyfield, he had already defeated Tyson in the first fight, so in this revenge match, Tyson still wanted to contend for the opponent's WBA championship. So this match is both a revenge battle and a championship fight between the two of them to determine the WBA champion, to determine who is superior. In the offense, Mike Tyson can still speak clearly. This stance is very serious. We can see Tyson's bob and weave is also always on point. Holyfield immediately clinched. The two clinched together. In this position, Tyson also clamped the opponent's arm, but with a look of defiance. The match continues. The lead and rear hands strike very quickly, breaking through the opponent's defense. After an exchange, they were pulled apart. Finally, both fists. Still a flurry of headshots. Holyfield fights very cautiously. In this position, he didn't rashly throw punches. He just quietly waited for Tyson to attack, for him to counterattack. The referee pulled the two apart. The first round is passing very quickly. Half a round has already passed. As for the current situation, neither side has clearly gained an advantage. Tyson charges forward. Holyfield chooses to clinch, to neutralize this attack. This clinching tactic has also been used many times in previous matches. In fact, it's also because of this tactic that Tyson became very annoyed with Holyfield, extremely annoyed. A left hook. Holyfield immediately clinched, pushed Tyson away, continue exchanging punches. Holyfield threw 3 consecutive punches. Maintain the previous advantage. Maintain balance. Clinch Tyson. The last minute of the round, Holyfield again clinches to absorb heavy blows. He chose to clinch, allowing close-range grappling. The final minute. Tyson presses forward. Holyfield again chose to clinch. Holyfield's clinching tactic in this match has been implemented very successfully, although it's very uncomfortable to watch. He is indeed in the process of exchanging heavy punches. Neutralized Tyson's rhythm many times. Oh, this is another wave of continuous heavy punches. Holyfield's offensive rhythm is to suddenly strike when least expected, leaving the opponent no time to react. Again, this wave from Holyfield has already gained a lot of advantage points. 25 seconds left in the first round. Tyson presses forward. In this position, it's another clinch to restrain. Holyfield clinches. 10 seconds left. They've already started shouting cheers and slogans of encouragement. Many people are shouting Holyfield's name, joining in to cheer for him. The bell rings, ending the first round. The atmosphere among the live audience is very intense. The emotional impact is truly on point. Let's take a look at Tyson's condition. He looks alright. He wasn't significantly deprived, nor was he injured. In that case, let's move on to the second round. Entering the second round, Tyson immediately started with a flurry of lead hand punches to suppress him. However, Holyfield once again employed his comfortable clinching strategy. In the first round, he used this tactic multiple times, slowly accumulating Tyson's dissatisfaction. Why Tyson went crazy later on? These actions were all groundwork. The foreshadowing was already laid in the previous offensive exchanges. Tyson's lead hand was held very tightly by Holyfield. Here, Tyson was pulled down, as Holyfield's right hand completely wrapped around Tyson's neck. Holyfield chose to clinch again. Let's take a look at Tyson here. His right eye is injured. The match was paused. Tyson needs to treat the injury to his right eye. Just now, during the exchange of heavy punches, Evander Holyfield used his left hand to deliver a heavy blow, causing Tyson's right eye to be severely injured. Oh, the situation here is not very optimistic. Tyson's eye injury was not directly treated. In that case, he can only endure this injury and continue fighting. Next, in the third round, Tyson's right eye is directly swollen. In the previous round, his opponent opened up Tyson's right eye. After fighting for another round, Tyson's right eye was repeatedly hit, and now it has become a severely swollen state. This is actually very bad for Tyson. His right eye is extremely swollen. This means his combat vision in his right eye will be somewhat limited. Then in the third round, Holyfield once again chose this common clinching tactic. He throws a punch and immediately clinches. He still wants to draw blood. It's frustrating not being able to find an opening. In this position, the opponent clinched again. Tyson wants to retaliate while they're clinching, but the referee wants to come over and separate them. The boxers simply don't listen to instructions, especially Tyson. He still wants to throw another punch. The referee wants to separate them. The third round is 1.5 minutes in. Tyson is losing his temper again, bullying Holyfield up close. Still holds onto Tyson's arm and won't let go. In this position, he tries his best to prevent Tyson from throwing punches. Then he pushes Tyson away. He's looking for a new opportunity to advance. He initiates with a left hook. Holyfield's attack. The final minute. Still initiating. Holyfield's left hook. Tyson tries to weave and duck to avoid this heavy blow, but it's not very effective. However, they exchange heavy punches at close range. The final minute. We can see that the referee also wants to separate them immediately. Tyson is completely ignoring the warnings. Next, Tyson is about to unleash his ultimate weapon. Let's see how Tyson will respond. He brings his head in for an attack. His left hook comes in close. With one bite, oh my god! He directly bit off his opponent's ear. This incredible moment directly entered the annals of history. Only in such a match, but Tyson was furious and still pushed his opponent onto the ropes. Holyfield pointed at his ear and said, "He bit my ear." At this moment, a huge uproar erupted from the crowd. No one had expected that Tyson would make such a crazy move. We can see that his opponent, Holyfield, already has a piece of his ear missing. Blood is all over him, and Tyson's fierce gaze is simply terrifying. He even licked his lips. Oh my god! Holyfield's ear is missing a piece. The match is now urgently stopped. This situation. What should be done about it? Such a situation has never occurred in a boxing ring. Quickly disinfect the ear. Let's take a look at Tyson. He's very calm. Holyfield is sweating profusely. The referee is also discussing with the staff whether the match can still continue like this. Finally, after discussion by both parties, the match will temporarily continue. After all, it's now the last 20 seconds of the match. Let's continue fighting. Let's see what Tyson does. He already made a crazy move just now. I believe Tyson won't give up easily. If they are still clinching, then Tyson will continue to use his special technique. At this point, he first threw 3 consecutive body punches, and then bit his opponent's ear again. This time, he bit the left ear, still gesturing with both hands, urging to continue fighting. Holyfield doesn't care anymore, dealing with punches. Now, his professional conduct is completely gone. Now it's completely a personal grudge between the two. The final 10 seconds, Tyson continues to press forward and attack. Holyfield chose to clinch. He pushed him away, and Tyson bit his ear again. This is Tyson's ear targeting move. As long as the enemy speaks, we should quickly stand in the middle and separate them to prevent any further conflict. Let's take a look at the replay of that moment. Tyson's bite. Oh my goodness. The referee couldn't even pull them apart. A huge booing sound immediately erupted from the crowd. Let's switch to another angle. Tyson biting. At this position, first, a powerful right hand, then followed by a heavy left punch. It didn't land, but the clinched opponent, he directly bit. Crunchy. I wonder what it tasted like. But he seemed to enjoy it quite a bit. So, in the end, Evander Holyfield won by referee's decision in the 3rd round, winning the WBA Heavyweight Championship. As for Tyson, because he committed multiple fouls during the match and finally bit his opponent's ear, this action directly led to Tyson's boxing license being revoked and a 2-year ban. However, Tyson, dissatisfied with the result, directly staged a ring brawl. He repeatedly tried to get to Holyfield's side, wanting to beat up his opponent, but was stopped by the security. Even the referee almost suffered a violent attack. This battle was previously known as the Bite Fight, becoming one of the world's most bizarre and classic battles. However, after the match, Tyson accused Holyfield of intentionally headbutting him, and that this behavior continued for several rounds. Reporting it to the referee was useless, ultimately leading to his emotional breakdown. So, today's crazy battle ends here. I wonder if all you viewers enjoyed it enough. Feel free to leave comments and discuss in the comments. Friends who like it, please like, collect, and follow. I am Zufeng. I am Bing 3. Goodbye.